What is up, guys? This is Jerocraft and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we are going to continue with the Let's Buildy of this medieval tavern. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe, and without further ado, let's begin. Right guys, so let's continue with the exterior of this build. Now I know you guys want to see me do the interior, and believe me, I want to move on to doing that as well, but we still have a bunch of stuff to do with the exterior of this build. So for this episode, being episode 4, we are going to finish up the exterior, and then in episode 5 we are going to continue by beginning with the interior, I guess. Right then, so first off, I'm going to remove the balcony area, and I'm also going to remove the fencing for the back garden, which would be this. I know I was going to do an interior kind of garden with this kind of fence to, you know, leave some open air, but if you think about it, we're going to have a nice lobby area here with a bar, and then over here we have so much space for a library. It's going to be huge, it's going to be great. So what I'm going to do with this area is I'm going to extend it. So I'm going to have some pillars over here like so, and instead of having, you know, another chimney, what I'm going to do is have this huge window. So let's continue with the pattern of cobblestone across this bottom edge. Wait, that is a monster brick thingy. That's the proper cobblestone. Let's bring this straight across, and then we're going to have a huge window. So this will be filled in with oak wood, and this might even come up to the second floor, or we can have a balcony like we did before. Yes, I think that's going to be a much better plan anyway. So we can have a balcony right here. So there you go, that's coming together nicely. Let's exchange these blocks for oak wood. Not too sure how that's gonna look. I guess it's not too bad. And I'm not too sure how high the roof over here is gonna be. So let me think about this and I'll get back to you. Right guys, so seeing as we have a roof coming up this way using some brick slab, I'm gonna remove this edge and continue with the roof using some stair blocks, and that's going to kind of create the sort of roof we did with the stable, which you can see we got the brick slab and then the stair blocks, which I think looks quite nice. So let's do the same on this side, and I'll time lapse some of this roofing because it's going to be a bit boring to watch. So this edge will be extended an extra block, just like normal roofing, at least. This can be fixed up. We'll have this extend up to here, and a corner block over here as well. So that's coming together nicely. Actually, even this balcony is going to look quite nice once we have this all nicely decorated. So let's continue with the roof and see how this turns out. Right, now I haven't thought about this, but we're going to have a bit of an issue when it comes to joining up this roof. The only way to fix this is to basically remove this roof completely and just have this roof join up with the roof instead. So quite a bit of fixing to do, a lot of change. And also guys, I've been reading up with the comments, and a few of you actually want a tutorial video on this build. And believe me, I think it's a good idea, so I will do a tutorial video on this build once it's done, because obviously you guys can't really follow a let's build because there's so much changes going around, if you know what I mean. So there you go, this is a pretty much quick fix. That's roughly what I wanted it to be. So let's continue this roofing, and hopefully this will look quite nicely finished. So this should join up nicely. I think maybe some oak wood slab straight across here. We can finish off the joining up of the roof, and obviously for the interior walls, etc., we'll be able to fix that in the next episodes. I think we even have enough space for another level over here. Yes, I think we do have enough space for an attic, so that's going to be quite exciting as well. Might even have the enchanting room on the top floor, kind of excluded to the rest of the build. This will be extended an extra block, and there you go. This should be much better. I might even add some extra windows to the roof, just over here and on this side. Right then, so if I wanted to add a window on the roof, I would have to make it the same height as the attic. So let's just randomly remove some blocks over here. I have no idea what this is going to turn out to be. I mean, it's kind of random. Bear with me. I'm randomly extracting this from my brain right now. I'm going to make this 2 blocks in height because I don't want to make it too short, because the bottom edge of stair blocks is going to look quite weird, believe me. So let's just bring these blocks straight across here. We can remove the block in the center and then use some oak wood slab to finish off the roof. Upside down stair blocks, and let's create an edge. And as you can see, I worked my Gyrocraft magic. I think that looks pretty reasonable. The only problem that we're going to encounter right now is that the glass is not going to be... You're not going to be able to place glass there because it's going to leave a gap due to this stair block. So I could either place a full block or make a 1 block gap window. I think that's going to look just about right. So let me just check what this looks like. If not, we'll just add a balcony, and I think that looks quite nice. The only problem is we have this edge, but I mean, we could use this as a kind of... Let's see. Nah, doesn't convince me. If not, we'll just add some flower pots. Let's see. Yeah, I think this will look quite nice. It looks so green though, it's like shocking green. But I think that's pretty much what I wanted to do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy paste this window over to the other side. So I'll get back to you once that's done. Right then, so there you go, a bit of single player command magic. Pretty much copy paste, rotate 180 degrees. Yeah. So now we do have a bit of an issue. We got such a huge amount of empty space on both sides of this build. So my idea is to pretty much remove this flooring, and when we do go about making the interior, I'll just extend the bookshelf up to the top. So we have kind of this huge library, basically. But I'll get back to that. First, we have to fill up this empty space. And once you fill this in, once I fill this in, I'll be able to decide what I'm going to do next. Right, so let's place the door, and this does need some windows. That looks way too plain. So, decoration, it's really simple. I'm going to add some windows, obviously. And I think I'm going to use some more brick slab to create an edge across here, and then we can have the attic window, which could either be 1 block or 2. Yeah, I think I'll just go for 1 block. I'm not too sure why though. I think... Give me a second here. My brain is working. Yes, I got it. I think I have it. Remove that. Full blocks over here. And then the edge will basically come across here. And I think that looks a lot nicer. Perfect. It actually looks quite nice. I like that. Pretty happy. And we'll be able to actually even have some flower pots there as well. So it's perfect. It's just perfect. Right guys, now that does look okay, but there's still a couple of issues. One of them being there's way too many windows. I don't know why, but I just feel as if there's too many windows. So I'm gonna remove this bit, because either way we're gonna have an entrance to the back garden, because yes, we do still need a back garden. So 2 double doors here will look just fine, and I'll just add some fencing straight across here, maybe remove a bit of the mountain, and we'll have a bunch of vegetables there, don't worry. And now we have another issue, which is this bit. This looks horrible, so I'm just gonna remove 2 blocks. I have no idea how this is gonna look though. This is gonna look really, really weird, but might be able to extend to the balcony. Wow, this is a bit of an issue. Just a bit of an issue. Let's remove that block, and maybe... Thing is, it's just really random to have that there. Let me just remove this and fill it in with some oak wood, and I think that will just about solve the issue. We'll have some fence. Let's grab some fence. Fancy. And some more brick slab. And I think that looks just about right. I like that. It's just this bit that looks a bit weird. Obviously, I don't want to really have access to the roof. So, oh guys, what am I going to do with that? What am I going to do with that? Right guys, so believe it or not, I've been trying to come up with the best combination for this section of the build for the past 30 minutes, and I just can't figure it out. I've given up, but then at the last moment I clicked and realized that the only way to fix this is to actually bring this wall forward to about this level, this row. So I'm gonna try a quick fix over here using single player commands, and I really hope this works. I'm gonna do pos 1 over here, and I'm gonna do pos 2 right about here, and then I'm gonna do copy, and I'm gonna no. I'm gonna do cut actually, and then paste it right here. How's that? Perfect. So now what I'm gonna do is I'll remove this balcony. We don't need that, and we can just simply extend the roof with ease. I don't have to be here thinking and overdoing my brain trying to come up with the best solution. This is about it. I've just basically extended the building even further. It now joins up correctly. It all looks a lot nicer, and as you can see, we don't have an issue with this section of the build. I take it back. We do have a problem. Let's remove this. We can have a window there. Just a single window. Oak wood here. And we're just about done. Now the only problem is, to fill up this gap, we can only fill it up using some bricks, because obviously you can't have 2 different types of slab on top of each other, because you'll just get this gap. But what I'll do is I'll just add some brick slab across here to create an edge, and there we go, it's sorted. I think this is just about perfect. I honestly do not like the brick slab though. So what I'll do is I'll just add a pattern of oak wood slab like I've done before. This is just a quick fix. Let me just time-lapse this. Right guys, so there you go. It took a while to figure out, but I finally come up with the best design, I think. At least I hope so. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below, obviously, how you think the build is coming along. We're actually almost done with the exterior. I am gonna add a garden though right now to finish off this episode. Let me just fix this. No idea how. Let's see. Oak wood. Right then, so one more fix to finish up the exterior of this build, finally, because I don't like the way this is coming together. So I'm just going to create a porch using some brick slab, and as you can see, that looks a lot nicer. So yeah, I'm not too sure though about the bricks. Yeah, I think that's about fine. No one's gonna see that anyway. I could even use some slab to create an edge. There you go. Quick fixes. It's perfect. I'm even gonna add some fence. Can I? No, I can't. It doesn't reach. Or I could even extend it. No, never mind. I think that's about perfect, guys. Right, guys, so I've done a bit of work off camera. I've added this back garden, which I'm not really too happy about, but I think it does the job just about right. Now, I do have to announce two things. Obviously, this is pretty much it for episode 4 of the Tavern build. In episode 5, we will continue with the interior, but you see this? Well, basically, we are going to be building an entire village on this section of land. We're going to have a small gate over there, which extends with bridges across this lake. We're going to have a lovely blacksmith, a village, a bakery. It's all going to come together nicely. Now, this is not the only piece of news I have to offer. The big news is that this is actually the Kingdoms of Greymane map. Right then, so there you go. That is pretty much what I had to say. Obviously, I'll see you in episode 5 for the interior of this build, and then I'll try and figure out what we're going to be doing next. The idea is to basically remove this section of mountain, have a lovely gatehouse over here. We can have a bridge that goes across. The kingdom is down there, obviously, and you know, just a nice village up in the mountains. We can even remove those 3 trees over there and have a nice castle. So yeah, stay tuned for the more episodes, and I will see you next time. If you did enjoy this, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. This is Jerocraft, over and out.